Does all the recent earthquake activity have you wondering, how worried should I be? The short answer is not any more than usual. There have actually been 3 earthquakes of magnitude 4 or higher felt in southwestern BC in the past 3 weeks, 2 of which were felt by thousands of people. Know this though, these earthquakes do not make a larger earthquake any more or any less likely to happen. It's not unusual to get earthquakes here. In fact, we get over 1,000 every year, multiple every day, but it is unusual to get back-to-back quakes that we actually feel. The reason why we felt them, they were shallow and they happened very close to large populations. To understand why I'm not any more or any less worried as a seismologist, you first have to understand plate tectonics. So the outer layer of Earth is basically like a cracked eggshell, and the inside of Earth is like a convection oven. So all these little shell bits or plates are moving around and bumping into each other. Southwestern BC sits on the boundary between an ocean plate and a continental plate. The ocean plate is getting pushed under the North American plate. Because of that, the earth under our feet is always moving, usually only as fast as fingernails grow, but sometimes more violently when things get stuck. We get 3 basic kinds of earthquakes here. Number 1 is the kind we've been feeling for the past few weeks, crustal quakes. These happen in the North America plate, so they're all going to be fairly shallow, sort of max out at magnitude 7 or 8, but they're going to be located much closer to major communities like Vancouver and Victoria. We also get what's called deep earthquakes. So these are happening in the Juan de Fuca ocean plate. They're also much deeper, about 40 to 60 kilometers, but can be felt if they're big enough, like the 2001 magnitude 6.8 many of you might remember. Okay, and last but certainly not least, mega thrust earthquakes, aka the big one we keep talking about. This is an earthquake right on the boundary between these 2 plates, well off the coast of Vancouver Island. It stretches over 1,000 kilometers all the way down to Northern California, and it's stuck. When it happens, it will be a magnitude 9 or stronger. A tsunami will be generated. Here's the thing. These ones only happen once every 200 to 800 years. The last time we had one was in 1700, so it could be within our lifetime or not. Here's another reason why I'm not any more worried about the big one. Megathrust earthquakes tend to happen during an earthquake swarm. Thousands of crustal microquakes within a few months that are all too small to feel. And right now the data indicates we are not really in the middle of one of these swarms. The last one was August to September 2024. But that's why all our building codes and retrofits have the big one in mind. But regardless of the type of earthquake, if the epicenter is close to where people live, it can be damaging. The good news is that so far, these have been good earthquakes, the kind that remind us we need a kit, we need a plan, and we've had a couple of reminders now. So go do it, and then I give you permission to stop worrying.